up, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's your girl Mia. So today I'm doing a mukbang. Finally. I've been dying to do a mukbang, okay? I've been trying to do mukbangs with my friends. They ain't been down to be on camera. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it solo dolo. You feel me? So we're gonna start off. I got me some Vantes. So check it out. Check that out. Can y'all check it out? Oh, I got some mac and cheese, some lamb chops, some red beans and rice, and this is blackened sauce that's on the lamb chops. Get into it. Let me see. Alright, had to do my little thumb nizzle. And then I also got some sweet potatoes. Get it. Oopsie. Spilled some. And then I also got, I'll clean it up. And I also got some shrimp with the blackened sauce. It's piping hot. I had bought it earlier because I planned on doing my mukbang earlier, but I cannot find my SD card. I am so stressed out because I got so much content on my SD card and I do not know what I did with it. When I say I've been searching high and low, okay? High and low. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this mukbang. So like I said, I got this food from Vantes. This is a restaurant here in where I live at. This black guy, he cooks food, and you can get it delivered from DoorDash, Trap Eats. Trap Eats is a black-owned business like Uber Eats, DoorDash, stuff like that, but it's called Trap Eats. Uber Eats, all that, so you can get the food delivered to your home, or you can pick it up at the hub or whatever. So I love his food. I ended up trying his food last year when I was pregnant with Capri, and I've been hooked ever since, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get into this mukbang first. I'm gonna say my blessing real quick. So happy Friday, guys. It is the 8th of October. I'm also gonna be drinking on some burners. Got to have that. I'll take a little swig right now. When I say I'm so hungry right now, y'all, so let me just dig in real quick because my mouth is watering and I can't talk when my mouth is watering. Here, y'all want y'all first bite? Ain't that what y'all do? Y'all want a bite? Y'all be doing that. Y'all be teasing me when y'all be doing that. So I love to put the mac and the yams together. So good. I'm gonna try not to do too much smacking. I know people don't like, look, as soon as I say it, I know people do not like smacking. Some people, me neither. It gets to a certain extent, you know, when it comes to smacking. Like if you smacking and chewing with your mouth open where you just see food and stuff, I can't watch that. So happy Friday, like I said. I hope y'all having a blessed day. So on my mukbang, since it is October, I wanted to bring up domestic violence awareness, okay? It is so important. So the month of October is domestic violence awareness month, okay? If you didn't know, now you know, the purple ribbon, okay? And so the reason why I'm bringing it up is because I myself was involved in a domestic violence relationship. Yes, y'all. Somebody wanted to hit up on this pretty face, okay? So before I get all into it, you know, if you have sensitive ears, you might not want to, you know, listen. Also for people who actually know me, you know, don't feel sad, because when I say God is so good, God is so good because I'm still here today and to be able to share my testimony, okay? And that's what I plan on doing while I'm eating. All right, so let me just get a few more little bites. Let me see. That red beans and rice be hitting. All right, but if you are in a domestic violence relationship, please, when I say please get out, because whatever they tell you, whatever tears they try to push out to try to keep you to stay, they're gonna still continue to do the same thing, okay? And then they always give you that first warning, that first sign of being crazy and deranged, like Martin Lawrence said. Okay, crazy, deranged. Yeah, some of that. Okay, so off that first sign, you're going to want to react off that first sign. Move on. You feel me? Because that is God's warning to let you know your life is supposed to be here. You don't need to be in this mess. Move on. Okay, so them lamb chops is sappy tappy. All right, so to get into my story, so first start off, would I say I love myself? Nah. You don't love yourself if you allow a man or a woman to hit you. Okay, this ain't just for the ladies, all right? Because men is also in domestic violence relationship. Men has also lost their lives behind an angry woman. Okay, and they probably thought, you know, they wasn't gonna be crazy, but yeah. So really, to go back, I was 19 and I just got out of college not too long ago. I was in a relationship, but in that relationship he had another baby on me. So of course, you know, I had to go on my own little way. So I felt like at that point brought me low. Okay, because before my confidence was high. All right, you couldn't tell me nothing, especially in college, getting thick and all that type of stuff. Like, baby, okay. So after dealing with that, I brought my self-esteem all the way down. So before I also go, I'm 6'3", okay? I'm a 6'3" tall stallion queen, all right? This was the first guy that I've ever dated that was shorter than me, okay? Anybody else was either taller or we the same height, all right? Or I might got you by 1 inch, okay? But other than that, this was the shortest relationship. So I told myself I will never ever date a short man again, because that short man syndrome is oh so real. All right, when I say oh so real, oh so real. So I was 19, like I said, just got out of a relationship, just got back home not too long ago from college. So I was working at this call center, and this call center everybody named mama just about worked at. Okay, it's one of those call centers that be changing names every year because they ain't no good type of deal. So I met this guy. I'm not going to give out no names. Met this guy. He was shorter than me. Okay, he was a nice looking guy, but he was shorter than me. Very nice looking, but shorter than me. So you know, he holler or whatever, all sweet. I thought, you know. So he was older than me by 6 years, okay? So he was very out there in advance, you know, explore the world, all that type of stuff. Not me, all right? I did a lot, and not me, you know, just been 19, just fresh out of college. I really didn't do too much. So, you know, we were actually talking. I don't even think we were in an actual relationship at this time. I really can't recall, but this was the first sign, okay? So the first sign, he was in the hospital and he had pneumonia or something like that. He ended up catching pneumonia or whatnot. So I go up there and I visit him or whatever. And so he just got out of a relationship as well. But I didn't know that him and his ex was still cool or talking or whatever like that. So I go up there and visit him at the hospital. And so he said something like his ex-girlfriend was up there or whatever. So I got upset. Almost like, you know what? So honestly, I don't remember what I said, but it wasn't anything where you needed to choke me out, okay? I literally got choked out on the hospital bed. This nigga is supposed to have pneumonia, and you are able to choke me out? I should have pulled the plug then. So that was the first sign. But little dumb me, you know, once he starts to apologize and cry, I'm sorry, this, you know, this ain't me, blah, they skip, you know what I'm saying, I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. And I'm like, mind you, been young and dumb, not having no type of self-love. We continue on. We get into a relationship. We move in together. Y'all, so even though I met him at work, he ended up losing his job, quitting his job or something like that. But I also got fired too, but I was able to continue to keep working or whatever somewhere else. So we got our place together, but it was really my place, okay? Because I paid everything, all right? So at the age of 19, 20, I was struggling, all right? He ain't planning on helping me, no nothing. I remember our first apartment, that mac and cheese, they didn't change the cheese on that. Anyway, so, yeah, they changed the cheese on that. So, we got a place together. I remember, he used to be gone all the time. Come to find out, he was out there cheating on me with his ex-girlfriend. Had a baby. Had a whole baby, okay? And didn't know if the baby was his or not, is what I was told. But he actually knew that the baby was his. He just didn't want to hurt my feelings. But my feelings was already hurt. Like, nigga, it should have been let me go. Or maybe I should have been smarter and again loved myself. Because I still, what? Stayed. Even after that. Somebody smacked me. Smack me. I remember at that apartment, when I say God is so good because I could have died at that apartment. I remember him choking me out. I don't even remember, like, he was just getting upset all the time. I remember him choking me out so bad where I blacked out. And then I woke up. And then I ran outside. When I ran outside, y'all would have thought I was in a scary movie. I was hiding behind some bushes. And I just seen him walking. It was so scary. I just seen him like walking, trying to find me or whatever. So I didn't know if that was going to be my last day or what. You feel me? But when I tell you God is just, like I said, good. So, still continue what? To stay. Okay? Because every time he put his hands on me, he cried. Like a big baby. I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. Please forgive me. What'd I do? Forgave. So it would be like, what? I was with him until the age of 25. But what really woke me up, after all the times he put his hands on me, so I was 24. And I'm talking about also before I even jumped into 24. All the apartments we had holes in it. He had a horrible temper. He was always busting holes. I can't stand a man that want to put a hole in the wall or the closet or whatever and not fix it. I would never get a security deposit back because he always ruined everything I had, okay? All the time. Now, what I did not know for years, I didn't know he was on drugs. This nigga was straight dope head, okay? Well, he used to snort powder or something like that, yeah. So that's why he was crazy and deranged. So, he, okay, so, the night I almost lost my life, like, lost my life. So we go out, but before we go out, I was supposed to be at work. It was a Saturday. I was supposed to be at work because I work on Saturdays, but I worked second shift and I did not want to go in. So something told me, have you ever had like something tell you something and you don't listen to it? Literally something told me like, you need to go to work. But did I? No, I didn't. So we went up to this bar that his friends owned. We used to go up there all the time. So we go up there. It was like 5 o'clock in the evening. So we're early drinking, we doing. So we up in there. I throw back some drinks, she throw back some drinks or whatever. And so I think I said I was ready to go or something of that nature. He gets mad because he was with his friends. Now, he must have had too much to drink, I don't know. But he snapped, okay? So we're literally driving down the freeway on our way back home, and he's like just going off like, don't you ever talk to me like that in front of my friends, don't you ever tell me that it's time to go, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but it was just weird. I really don't know what he was mad about, but it seems like he was always like mad, but I didn't really push him to get to that point to want to hit me, you feel me? So we're in the car, I'm driving, we arguing or whatever. All I know is I'm at 10 and 2. All of a sudden I feel 3 blows. Bop, bop, bop. Look, hold up. 3 blows. Bop, bop, bop. That was more. 3 blows, right? To the face. Then he takes my face and scratches me. So I don't know if y'all ever noticed. You see that line? So it was 3 lines going down my face. So he screamed, he said, B, get over. I'm driving. So what I do, like, you just punched me dead in my face. Like, I'm trying to get myself together, you feel me? Like, I can barely see now, you feel me? I get over. He said, he drives the car, he said, we dying tonight. He said, we dying just like so-and-so died. So he had a friend who died in a car accident or whatever, like a while ago. He starts going down the freeway super duper fast, right? In my car. Thank God I didn't have a Jeep back then. Like, I had a Chevy Lumina. I hated that car, but I had a Chevy Lumina. So he's driving, like I said, super fast. He hits this curve. When I say it's nothing but God, because the curve is so steep, you know what I'm saying? It's a sharp curve. It's a sharp turn off the freeway. I could, like, the car could have flipped over. So he turns, then he stops and he gets out the car. He starts going off, I don't know, but he starts going off. Oh, I guess because he hit me or whatever. Like, he's just going off. I'm leaking, you feel me? Blood just leaking. So I jump into the driver's seat and try to speed off. It was literally like a scary movie. This nigga grabs the door of the car door and grabs the steering wheel. I put that car in park so quick, and I jumped out of the passenger door, and I just start running. I'm running. It's pitch black outside, but I'm in the same area where my grandma lived at, so I'm not too far away from my grandma's house. So I'm running, whatever. So this van, they pull over. They was like, oh my God, you need help? You need help? Get in. So I get in, but I was so nervous. Like, I hope they ain't gonna kidnap me. Plus, this nigga just got my car. Like, I want my car. Plus, I just got beat up. So I was just all over the place. So I'm in the car. I remember it was a Caucasian family. So it was the mom and the dad and the son. So they had like a caravan or whatever. And so the son was like, oh my, so I don't even know what I look like. All I know was the son was like, oh my gosh, Dad, look at her face. So when he said that, I literally panicked and I jumped out the car and I just started running. So I'm running and I'm dipping and dodging because my grandma stays close to like a shopping center or whatever. So I'm like behind stores and stuff because I'm thinking I hear my car, because my car was like kind of loud from the muffler or whatever. So I run, finally make it to my grandma's house. So my cousin, he was over there, he opened the door, and when I seen his face and the way his face looked, he was just like, he was sad. I don't even know if he cried or whatever, but everybody was just sad. When I looked at myself, I did not look like myself at all. It was just so scary. It was so crazy. All I could do was think about my car. So the next day, I talked to him because I want my car. He's like, what happened? I don't know what happened. My hand hurts, but I don't know what happened. You don't know what? What happened? Nigga. You stupid, okay? So, I let him know. And so, I was like, trying to debate. Like I said, I was young and dumb. You think that left? You think I left then? Let's take a drink of that. I still did not leave. But I knew I was ready to go. It was just I had to make a plan in order to protect my life, okay? Because literally, when I got back to my house after he done beat me up and stuff, he held a gun to his head, or he put it in his mouth, or whatever, and said that he was going to kill himself if I left him. So I guess like with me being an Aquarius, we are very forgiving when we shouldn't be. You know, there's a lot of strong mind women that be like, never, no. You feel me? But we will give a person a chance and a chance and a chance until we are really done. So once we got back, I, like I said, had a master plan. I was like, it's time for me to go. And then plus with the courts involved, because of course I called the police, everything like that, he tried to straighten up, okay? But then I was like, you know, this is my turn. You know, if he puts his hands on me again, I'm not going to be no punk. I'm going to fight back. Because normally I didn't fight back, you know. Because first off, I've never been in a fight. You know, like I was in one fight, but it really wasn't even a fight. I just hit the girl, teacher came in, and that was it. You feel me? So that really wasn't a fight. So being in the relationship, like, I was like, no, you know what I'm saying? But I got some courage juice and I changed it, okay? So I told myself, and I asked God, if I make it to 25, I am leaving, okay? And I went on to let him know, like, it was time for me to go, okay? And I think it was crazy, but it wasn't that crazy because I think once he knew like the courts and stuff is involved, I ain't trying to mess with you like that. Like by putting his hands on me. So there was this one night after all that happened. We get into a fight. And I start hitting back, okay? So he comes in, and I don't know what we were fighting about. It was so long ago. He comes in, but he was on drugs. Okay, so we're fighting. I'm going in, okay? He's on the floor at this time. Yeah, I was like, I'm done. I'm going to go ahead and put you down. He's like, call 911. Alright guys, my bad. I was talking and then my storage ended up dying on my SD card. I have 128 gigabytes on an SD card and I cannot find it. Literally had it last night, can't find it today at all. Search high and low. Had to go out to Walmart and get me another SD card. Already ran out of storage. That lets you know what kind I got. A little cheap, okay? Because I'm hoping to find the other one that I had, okay? Anyway, so I knew, like I said, by the time I turned 25, I did not want to deal with this. So like I said, when we got into it, he told me to call 911 because I hit him really good and knocked him down so hard. He had to call 911. So he was like, I've been doing drugs or something like that. Call 911. I feel like I'm about to die. Should left him there to die. So I called 911. Ambulance came. He had to stay up there. He got back like later, like real late. Had to get his stomach pumped out because he had too much whatever he had in his stomach. Yeah. So, like I said, it was just God that really got me up out of there. Once I turned 25, I definitely stuck by my word and I said, I'm out of this relationship and I'm never, ever, ever gonna have another man put their hands on me. I was afraid to tell family. It was like a few certain friends who knew, but they hated it, you know. But when you're in that type of situation and you don't love yourself, you don't really listen to nobody. You know, you really just hope that you make it out. So really, after I dealt with that relationship, I jumped into another relationship. I don't know if I just didn't want to be single or if I just was afraid to be single, because I was in that relationship for 5 years, from when I was 19 going on to 25. So after leaving that relationship, I realized I became harder. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was harder to trust. It was just hard on everything. And I feel like the reason why I never told was because of what I dealt with when I was a child. You know, so like when you're being molested by somebody older and they tell you they gonna beat you up or they gonna do this and that and this and that, if you tell, you basically lead that into, if you are in an abusive relationship, you are afraid to tell. But after the relationship, and after, of course, my grandmother and them seeing my face and stuff, they hated it. They wanted me to be out of it and all that. Really, I think I was like lying or something like that. Like, almost like make it seem like I wasn't with them, but really I was, or something like that. But I was hiding it. And like I said, it's just really, like I said, God that really got me out of that situation. Here to share my testimony that I am alive, well, and I'm not still dwelling on it, you know, because even like after that, like I would see them or whatever like that, I would just make sure I would just look my best, you know, almost like I'm here, I'm looking good, better than before, you know, because even when I was with him, I was at my lowest weight. I was 165, and 165 and 6'3" ain't really my thing, you know. So after leaving that relationship, I pumped myself all the way up. All the way up, okay? When it came to the weight and all. So if you are in a domestic violence relationship, I just want you to first love yourself enough to know your worth. To know that you are not supposed to be hit on. Even like I said, if you are male or female, nobody's supposed to put their hands on you at all. Okay, that's not love. It's never gonna be love. And you know what really gets my wheels? Like, these mothers, it's a lot of single moms, you know. That's just something that you are gonna always want to let your boys know. Because even today, these little young kids hitting girls and stuff in middle school, that's where it starts. And then when they get older, they're going to continue on. So as parents, mom, dad, whoever, you got to really teach your child, do not ever, ever, ever put your hands on a woman, and vice versa for women. Because you should never put your hands on a man. They always say, don't put your hands on a man unless you want to get hit. I don't really like that saying. But still, just don't put your hands on a man. So after I dealt with that relationship, I dealt with so much pain, I found myself abusive by my words, even physically, you know, like I would get so mad, I would hit, you know, so I had to really change all of that. Because that was just definitely not the way to live. That wasn't the way to be, especially in a relationship, you know. So, like I said, I just wanted to share my story since it is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, to hope that if anybody hears this story, that they will wake up if they're in the same situation where they first off love themselves first and take themselves out of that situation and never ever look back. Never look back, you know, because if a man can hit you, they can kill you. Because they don't know how hard, you know what I'm saying, they can hit you. They can hit you and knock you out and you be gone, you know. And like I said, I just thank God over and over. Would they say if I had 1,000 tongues, that still wouldn't be enough thank you? Because he really kept me here, you know. I felt like my life has a purpose. And like I said, I just wanted to get that out there. Y'all, I've barely been did too much damage. I've been waiting to eat this food for the longest today. You know how like you ain't ate in so long that your stomach basically shrinks? That's how I think I am. So yeah, guys, they have like help, they have hotlines. Don't be afraid to even call the police. Like, that's one thing I can't stand is when somebody says, you gonna call the police on me? If you acting like a weirdo, yeah, I am. But that keeps us from not calling when they say that. You gonna call? Yes, call the police, sis. Get that restraining order. Get a protection against you so that that weirdo won't be able to come back, you know? Stick your ground and be strong. Because like I said, yeah, that mac and cheese, they definitely changed the cheese on that. I ain't feeling it. It's like, it tastes like they put a slice of American cheese on top. Or something. Mm-hmm. I paid $42 for this. I thought it was going to be off the chain. I mean, it's still good, but that mac and cheese ain't what it used to be. So, after dealing with that relationship, abusive relationship, and then jumping into another relationship, it was basically like a rebound relationship, you know, because I didn't give myself time to heal. That relationship didn't last. And I feel like I'm glad it didn't last because I never got to know who I was. So I felt like after that relationship, the year 2011, that was my prime, that was my year. That's when I began to really love me. I got saved. Definitely got saved. Filled with the Holy Ghost. That definitely helped me. And it definitely made me, I was going to say stronger, but not really, because when you get saved, you have so much temptation and weakness and stuff. So even though I was saved, I still okay, some of that. So, but even though, like I said, that, you know what I'm saying, me getting saved, I felt like that helped me with the self-love. Like I said, started to get my weight up. I pumped up to 225, okay? And I was like, I don't want to ever be nothing under 225. So now, I'm under 225. I got to pump it back up, all right? I got to pump it back up ASAP because that's just my happy weight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a happy weight. And that's my happy weight, okay? And if I don't get to my happy weight, I be stressing myself out like, I got to hurry to get to my happy weight, you know? But will I ever be in that situation again? Never again. And I remember my dad used to always be like, why you ain't tell me? I would have killed him. And I know next time, not even next time, it won't even be a next time, but if I was to be like that, I would definitely, first off, as soon as you put your hands on me, I'm not taking it lightly. I'm calling the popo and I'm calling my daddy. Period. Period. And then you'll never see me again, okay? But God's been so good because he really blessed me with a man that's never been like that, won't ever be like that. So he got so much patience with me because that's another thing too. I feel like, because y'all remember me talking about, you know, me and Tez ain't married, we've been together all this time and stuff. But honestly, I feel like, me personally, I wasn't ready. Well, I feel like I am now, but at the time I wasn't ready. Because I had a guard up, I still was hard, you know, so I had to break myself down and become a little softer, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a man with no hard woman, okay? So I had to definitely break it down and soften up, all right? But it literally took me 10 years. 10 years to soften up. That's a long time. And we've been together 10 years. 10 years to soften up, because I don't know. I feel like I was past everything from my past, but it was still haunting me, like, because of my attitude or me not trusting. You know what I'm saying? Off rip, don't trust. You know what I'm saying? So I'm, like I said, I'm just so blessed and I'm so thankful that I'm here today to let anybody know who is in the situation, or if you was to be in that situation, not to take that mess. Don't take it. It's always a first sign. Go off that first sign and keep it pushing. Okay, that man is no good, or that woman is no good. Okay, they're not gonna be no good. They need help. They need therapy. They need Jesus. All right. So I'm done really eating, and I just wanted to really get that out there for you guys, because you still hear too many stories to this day where somebody lost their life over domestic violence, you know? And I hate to say it, but it's a lot of black men who get physical, okay, or black women, you know. And I just really wish that they got help, okay. This is not cool. It is not cool to hit. But that's it, y'all. I'm looking at this food like, man. Like, it was cool, but it wasn't nothing that, it wasn't giving like it used to give. So, wrapping it up, guys. But I want y'all to be blessed, safe, love yourself, put yourself first. And like I said, if you are in that type of situation, please, baby, get out ASAP. Okay, call up a friend, family member, somewhere so that you can go. Because don't be like, I ain't got nowhere to go. No, you do. There's plenty of options. There's shelters for domestic violence, hotlines that you can call, all that. Okay, so I love y'all. Y'all be blessed, and I will go ahead and catch y'all in the next video. And make sure you do what? Subscribe. Make sure you do what? Like and comment. All right, guys, y'all be blessed. Bye.